Shalom, shalom, family. Here we are in Eretz Yisrael. We're in Dimona, Israel right now, representing the Calendar Coalition, the One Nation Calendar Coalition, myself, Cohen, Zadok, and we're here in Dimona. And we found Abi Barley. We're going to be given a long report very soon, a very detailed report real soon about the barley. But right now, we just in the land right now in Israel, and what we're doing right now is we're attempting to sight the moon. And as you can see, that beautiful sunset there over the hills. Okay. Earlier, we were actually at the Dead Sea. This week we've been to Seged Shalom, through Rahat. We've been through Jerusalem and Tel Arad, just different places we've actually been in search of Abi Barley, so that way we could, be an indicator or a sign for our new year. So that's why we're here in the land of Israel. Right now we are at the Kingdom of Yah, the KOY's Kafar community, receiving so much love here and so much hospitality. There's no reason that anybody should ever come to the land and not visit our people and our community. But here we are. We see the skies are a little cloudy, and that sometimes that can inhibit an actual new moon sighting. We don't follow the dark moon. The dark moon is not a sign. The Most High told us in Genesis 1:14 that the lights would be for our Moaday, the lights meaning the moon and the sun. We follow a lunar solar calendar, so therefore the sun handles our days and the moon controls our nights. The moon also controls your months. That's why moon and month are synonymous. A lot of people don't know that. Moon is the same thing as saying month. And so we're out looking for the month. Actually, read Deuteronomy 16th chapter, verse 1. The Most High says what? To observe the moon of Abib. So we went out today and this week just looking for Abib in the land of Israel. Look at those beautiful hills. We found Abib. We're going to give a detailed report of that. You can visit our website, www.onenationcalendarcoalition.org. There you'll see a lot of information regarding what we do and how we do. Right now, again, we're out in Dimona, Yisrael, in the land of Israel, Dimona, and we're actually attempting to cite a Rosh Kodesh, Al Rosh Hashanah, the new moon of the new year, which is the first, the Rishon, the first, the first of the year. So as you can see, the beautiful sunset. You can also see the cloudy, the short cloud cast over Israel. I always wondered, because, from the States, and when you think about cloud cover in the States, you think, okay, move around, the clouds will be gone. But it's a little different here in Israel, because you have long mountain ranges and, and the sky just seems to be a lot more closer or something, But you can see the cloud cover. You can also see the sun setting. And if you look closely, you see the different light patches. What that is the cloud cover, but there's breaks in the cloud that allows light to come through. So we still have some time in order to kind of sight the new moon. And what we call the new moon, we no longer call it crescent, really. Because crescent doesn't really give a good definition of the new moon. We call it a FVL, which is first visible light. So we're waiting on that first visible light of the Kodesh, of the moon. And not just any moon, but because that's what people think. Some people think Kodesh means new moon. Kodesh does not mean new moon. Rosh Kodesh means new moon. Rosh meaning head, Kodesh meaning of the month. Okay, and in our case, it would be a Rosh Kodesh Kodeshim, which is the head of months, the month of months. You see, and so that's what we're looking for now. Look at that, got a fat right there. Okay. And we still see the sunset. We're just patiently awaiting to kind of see if the moon will peep itself out. And you're a part of this with us. Here we are. We got you in the land with us. Okay? Shalom to many other people watching. Shalom to my brother Daeed Cotton. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to finish this right now, but I'm going to come back in about a minute or so. I definitely wanted to caption this this live. And I don't think I captioned the live where people will know what they're watching and why I'm recording, And I didn't write that title on there so people could kind of be alerted. But again, here we are. I'm on the Kifar in Dimona, the Kingdom of Yah. And we're watching the sunset. Beautiful. Look at the hills. Look at the patches of light in the sky. Look at the sunset over the horizon. Beautiful. Look at the palm trees. This is your land. It's your land. It's your home. Israel skies. Watching Israel skies right now. It's beautiful here. All right, shalom to, okay, I see. All right, Zaken and Maniel, shalom to you. Shalom, 8. Right, I see 8 times. I see you, brother. Okay, shalom. Shalom to Jim Martin and to Daeed Cotton. I appreciate y'all coming on and watching, and it's a pleasure to be in the land. I tell you that much. It's my first time in the land. You're talking about a dude off the street. Born in this way of life, of course, but never came home before, and it's a pleasure to be home and to be personally witnessing these phenomena. And once again, we representing the One Nation Calendar Coalition. This cloud cover is a little thick, but it's not real thick, Hopefully it could move a little bit more, or maybe we could get some glimpses where we could kind of sight the Kodesh Rosh Hashanah. I hope y'all enjoying the sights. Beautiful sunset here. There's my brother there, y'all. Cohen's Zadok. He don't really like to be on no videos, but I'm telling you, he's a man here in Israel, making a lot of the connections and making a lot of relationships here. He's definitely wanted in the community and needed in the community. Each year he comes representing the Calendar Coalition, and he has forged so many great relationships here. And it's beautiful. Okay, here we go. Sunset, palm trees, beautiful hills of Yisrael. Beautiful sunset in Yisrael. Look at this. This is breathtaking. It's priceless right here. Look at this. Beautiful. We were supposed to make it out to you, Cohen and Maniel. We were supposed to make it out there, but we had a real busy day going through Jerusalem and the old city. But I wanted to get out there to the observatory to really be able to see and sight the new moon from a better distance. All right. Let's see. Hey, shalom, Latanya, Koti Latanya, shalom. Hey, see my aunt Holly Lewis watching. All right. Hey, my cousin Valita, what's going on, cuz? All right, we got Yisrael, Moshe Dome. All right, sorry about that, Zakane. Definitely wanted to get up there. I'm in Israel, cousin. I'm in Israel. I'm in the land of Israel. We're in the Holy Land right now. And we're here on a spiritual journey to help bring in and usher in our new year. You know, and in order to bring in our new year, we have to know the signs that are available. And one of the signs of our first fruits is Abib. Abib describes the condition of something being matured, something being ripened. And the Most High always uses signs to give us indicators to give us, alerts. So one of the indicators of the Hebrew New Year is our environment, our surroundings being in the proper season. And what helps us to know we're in the proper season is actually, our first fruits, our crops, different things of that nature. Okay, and the Most High gave us those signs and those things, those indicators, and commanded us to look for them, to use them. So we're still out here right now in an attempt to cite Kodesh La Rosh Hashanah, the head of the year, the head moon of the year cycle. Once again, we're going to have a detailed report on the Abib. We went everywhere almost, but we wanted to, instead of trying to quickly give out information, we want to really compile it correctly. That way the family is really fully informed. But here we have it. We have the hills of Israel. We're in the Holy Land, family. We're on the Kafar here in the kingdom. And this is, again, a beautiful sight. Generally, the moon, you'll see the moon when the sun sets a little lower. And the moon is generally out about a good 40 minutes, depending on when we've caught it or what the percentage is supposed to be. I think tonight's percentage is supposed to be very low, 1%. All right, so Toda Cohen. So it's supposed to be 1%. And so with that being said, with that low percentage of a moon, it's going to do, this is how you sight a moon. A lot of people don't know. You'll see it come out, and you definitely have to know where to look. But you'll see it come out, and when the sun is setting, it only comes out for about 40 minutes, and then it disappears. Sometimes a half an hour, and so that's the new moon, is a slither of light. A slither of light. It peeks out at you and says hello. It like opens its eye like a baby does. Opens its eye just a little bit. That gives you that little slither of light, and then it disappears. And so that's how we are able to identify Rosh Kodesh, in the Shemayim, in the sky, a new moon in the sky, especially given a low percentage. So, family, we still looking, and really don't see too much right now, but we're going to give it a few more minutes. All right, so while we're still giving it a few more minutes, let's see, we got Shah. Hey, shalom, mighty Hebrew. Shalom to you, Aki. All right, Larry Davis, shalom to you. Who you want me to bring on the camera? Bring them on the camera. All right. Let's see. All right. All right, Shalom, Brother Matt. I see you. All right. Shalom, Yisrael, Moshe, Adon. Okay. Just want to make sure I get everybody here. All right, shalom, cousin Larry Johnson. All right. Long way. Family from from Bethel, long way, right? Now we're in Israel, right? Here we go. We representing in the land of Israel, y'all. Look at that. Look at that sunset over the hills and the mountains of Israel. Our holy land. Israel skies. This is your land. Majority of us were definitely, brought from here to America, but it just feels so good to be home. So we're still waiting for the Rosh Kodesh to appear. We still see that the sun is still out setting. We still see that there are patches of light in the sky. So we have just a little bit of time before we can kind of give up and say, hey, the moon is not here. While we still waiting for the moon to come, just like to say shalom to the family. Shalom to you, Koti Queen Taisha. Shalom to you, Aman Yamalek. Shalom to you, Ima Irma, Pace Crossman. Gang. So family, we here in Israel, just attempting to sight the new moon. Bear with us. We're here at the Kingdom's Kafar in the land of Israel. Okay, we're in Dimona, in the city of Dimona right now. Okay. And we're outside of the guest house at the Kingdom of Yah Kafar. Beautiful place, I'm telling you, it's beautiful here. The welcome you get from the family is beautiful here. We home, it's beautiful. So those are Israel skies. Still looking for, look at that sunset. That is beautiful. We got about probably 20 more minutes before we can call it quits. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue looking out here, reporting and looking. Okay? And again, just so you get a good view of the beauty of the land as well as the sighting. You see the palm trees, the beauty here. And this is owned by you. This is owned by you. Look it up, Kingdom of Yah, African Hebrew Israelites of Dimona. That your people, and have been here forever, and so we thank the family here for their hospitality, opening up to us. We are supporters of the kingdom and part of the kingdom, in the sense that we are all Israelites and we're all family. We support each other in our cause to let Yah's kingdom on this earth rise and to keep his laws and to do what's right. So we are returning to our culture and not just looking at some calendar and letting some man who don't even know you or me or even know anything about our holy days or anything about the celestial beings to tell us when a new year is. How you gonna let somebody tell you when your new moon? Listen, this is what I keep telling people, okay? Stop saying it's the new moon without proof. If you do that, when you say it's the new moon without proof, what you're actually doing is bearing false witness. I'm sorry, that's what it is. Because you can't, if nobody can give you the proof of evidence or show you, okay, hey, here's the new moon. It was spotted, it was seen, here's the pictures. And you just go back and report, hey, family, it's the new moon. Hey, Rosh Kodesh or Lashana Tovah. You're bearing false witness. You should want to know. You feel comfortable of knowing, that, hey, the new moon was sighted. Look at that. Look at that horizon over there. Look at that. Look, those are mountains right there of Israel. I don't know if you can see the ridge of the mountains. Let me take you a little closer. Those are mountain ridges. The mountains of Israel. Look at that. The sun is still setting. And it's so beautiful to see Israel's sunset because Israel's sunset is wide because of the long mountain ranges. It reminds you of that Psalms that says, the Most High is around us. At the mountains are round about Jerusalem, so is the Most High around his people from henceforth and forevermore. Okay? And so, once again, we out here in an attempt to cite Kodesh, La Rosh Hashanah, the head of the first month of the year, of the head of the year. And may the Most High continue to bless us in our efforts. And may the Most High bless all of us even as the year presents itself very soon. Just waiting on the signs. Waiting on the signs of Yah. And we're waiting on the Most High himself to tell us when our year begins. Well, we're not waiting on a Jewish calendar. We're not waiting on some prolific Hebrew scholar. We're not waiting on anybody who is a scholar to give us the new moon. What we're waiting on right now, family, is the Most High himself to give us his signs. That's what we're waiting on. And again, those signs are the moon in the sky, the first slither of light, okay, which indicates your lunar part. That's your lunar part. That's your moon. You know, and the sun controls your day. So we're waiting on the lunar to bring forth its first visible light, first slither. And then after that, we know 14 days from that slither is going to be what? Pesach, right? Okay. Chag Matzot, right? Okay, it's going to be our feast. And so waiting on the Kodesh to present itself. We again here representing the One Nation Calendar Coalition. My brother Cohen Zadok really handling a lot of everything and leading this out. I'm telling you, this brother is terrific. I can't begin to tell you how blessed I've been to be with this brother here in the land. It's been prolific. I mean, words can't even express, family, you know, without me probably going into a tear or two. Really breaking down. I'm gonna need a box of tissues, okay? Just talking about my experience here in the land. It's been beautiful. Hallelujah. Yah, it's great. All praise to him forever and ever. And we praying that he will bring forth his signs. Look at that sunset. Oh, that is so beautiful. Let me see if I can stand up here so you can see. The sun is still setting here in the land. It's still setting. Okay. So we're going to continue in search for the new moon. Let's see who else we have here. Just don't want to ignore nobody. Okay. Shalom, shalom, Britt. I see you, cuz. All right, shalom, shalom, Aman. Okay. Shalom, Yehuda. I see my Ak there. I see you, Ak. Moreh Kanaya, what's going on? Moreh is here in the land. Hey, man, we love you, Moreh. We appreciate your support, man. That's Moreh Kanaya. We appreciate him. He's in Telerad. He went out on a search with us the other day for the barley. And Moreh Kanaya is an expert now. I'm telling you, Moreh Kanaya is definitely an expert. And I think we were in the fields of Ofakim here in Israel when Moreh Kanaya went out with us. He went out last year with Cohen Zadok, and he's an expert. I'm telling you, Moreh Kanaya is really good, and knows his way around the land and knows what he's doing. And so we appreciate your love, Aki. I love you a lot, man. Can't wait to see you again, hopefully before we leave. Let's see what we got here. We ran into Moreh Yoel as well. That was interesting. That was interesting. But we're here to do the work of Yah, his will. You gotta leave emotions out of things sometimes when you're doing the will of Yah, and you have to focus on your job. You know, what your commitment is. Our commitment is first to the Creator and to our nation, not to ourselves. And when people have that commitment to themselves, it comes out, and you can tell, and those are people you got to move away from. But we thank the Creator for the kingdom of Yah, African Hebrew Israelites of Jerusalem, opening up the kafar to us. A beautiful time here, I'm telling you. Oh, my goodness. I was taught by my elders to kind of have a distance from the kingdom of Yah, and I can see why. They didn't want me to come and experience all this love. They didn't want me to come and experience my family and, you know, things of that nature. Sometimes people don't want you to do that. But we have to sometimes put aside our differences and open our minds up to receive Yah, receive His Spirit, and receive our people. And in the land, you got to open up your heart to receive this place. It's beautiful. So this is the Moreh. This is the front of the guest house, International Guest House, the Kafar. Okay, beautiful, simply beautiful. I'm telling you, it's beautiful. And not just beautiful looking at the Kafar here, you know, and but also as beautiful as the spirit, the receiving spirit of the family here, seeing young children, you know, have respect, saying shalom, and you know, it's just been awesome. So we're still here, still trying to sight the moon, and I have the honor of about to show y'all one of my favorite people here in the land, y'all. Oh man, she's coming down the street now. I want y'all to see her. This is, there it is. This is live, Akoti.
Shalom live. How are you?
This is my favorite Imai here. I adopted this woman as my Imai here in Dimona. That's Coat Amalia. One of the, I'm telling you, oh my goodness, y'all. I'm in love with this woman. I'm in love with this woman. And I've adopted her as my Imai here in Dimona, and she will make you stay. I don't even probably want to go. I don't want to go home, y'all, because of this woman here. I'm telling you, she does a wonderful job making us feel more than at home. You know, and even her conversations, her insight, her wisdom, her beauty, inside and out, it just does so much for us.
Hallelujah.
So that y'all feel like.
Shalom all the way live. And who's on the other end?
Oh, we got a lot of everybody.
Oh.
You can talk to the world.
Welcome home. You know, this is just your thumbnail sketch, but when you come home, you'll get it all up front and in the face, okay? So we're here. We paved this way for you, and we're waiting, you know, the sons and daughters of Yah.
Okay, hallelujah. I heard it straight from the Imai, okay? Beautiful here, family, I'm telling you. All right, so, I don't know. Y'all want me to come back home? I mean, not home, this is home. Y'all want me coming back to the States, to prison, in captivity? I don't know. I think home is looking good. I'm telling you, we just went past the live sea today, and wait till we put the evidence and pictures up. So back to what we're doing here, again representing the One Nation Calendar Coalition, www.onenationcalendar coalition, and they actually are the sponsors of myself and Cohen Zadok getting here to the land to do this work for the nation. You know, so here we are. Still waiting on the sun to set completely. Okay. And so far, not too much of anything. Let me just walk down a little further so I can get like a little wider range of the sky. Let's see here. And I know it's a little dark, family, but this is, we out here. All right, so this is a better, wider view of the sky. Can't see the mountains, it became a little lower, but let's see here. And sometimes that moon could just peek his eye open, and if you're not really focused or zoomed in, you will miss it. And a lot of people aren't experiencing sighting a new moon. We've been sighting a new moon now for 20 plus years. And so with that experience, it really helps us to kind of know what we're doing. Hey, Cohen, I see something, but I need your eye. All right, well, let me know because I see something. I see light, but I don't know if this is, let's see. Nah, that's not it. It's beautiful out here in the land. It's very quiet. Every family is beautiful. I'm telling you. It's beautiful. Let me get back out here where you can kind of see me. And shalom, shalom. Call Tov, Vita. All right, hallelujah. Okay. All right, so let's see. I see something over to the right, to the left. I mean, go up and then to the left, you see a little light. I just can't get a long enough focus on it because of the cloud cover. All right, shalom family again, and everybody that's on with us on live. Okay, shalom, shalom, mighty Hebrew. I see you out. All right, Yisrael Moshe did. I see lightning. Nah, you didn't see lightning. It's a little cloud cover out here, but it's not lightning or about to rain. When we go further down, you see more of the sky because it's building and trees is kind of blocking the whole view. And I see a light over to the left. So family, tonight it was supposed to be a 1% moon. I know you can't see me. I'm a little dark as it is, and then I'm in the dark. So, I'm totally invisible right now. All right. The sun is set. The sun has set. And we are looking at Israel skies. I thought I saw something a little earlier, but I think it might have been an airplane. I don't see. It's a slight cloudy cast, but I don't think that would prevent anybody else, because there are quite a few people recording live. There are quite a few people who are also doing what we're doing because they understand the significance of what's needed to usher in a new year. The signs that the Most High tell us to look for. So, family, here we are in the land. Attempt to cite Kodesh, La Rosh Hashanah, the first month of the year, the head of the year, and as of right now, we're not able to see it. So what we're going to do is report back once we get word from maybe anybody else that's actually doing what we do in terms of looking for the moon. So we'll report back in a few minutes. Thank you for chiming in and being part of such a great phenomenon in the land with us. Yes, ma'am, Imam, I'm in Israel right now. Yes, ma'am, we're here. Yes, ma'am, we're here on the KOI, Kingdom of Yah, Kifar, in Dimona, Israel, right now. And anybody coming to Israel and you don't come and visit your people, that's a problem, okay? I'm going to tell you straight up, that's a problem. You don't come to your land and go see a bunch of Europeans and not see your own people. They've been separating us too long, and that's disrespectful. We have to learn to work together, be together. We don't always have to agree to come together and love each other. So when you come to the land of Israel, the homeland, which is in Africa, of course, northeast Egypt, northeast Africa, when you come here, come and see your people. They need your love. You need their love. Make that connection. And so I thank the Most High for the love that I've received here, the love that I've given, and this is what brings family together, okay? Again, that's my brother right there, Cohen, Zadok. We're both on this mission from the Calendar Coalition. Make sure you support the Calendar Coalition because that's how we get here. We send 2 representatives each year from the Calendar Coalition, and we've been in existence in the Calendar Coalition now for about 20 years. And so the last 5 years, we've been sending 2 representatives to the land so that we don't have to depend on different people who we reach out to for. We reach out to people to help us with this search we have. We say, hey, we know you go on searches. We know that you're doing this in the land, and we don't really get that much support from other organizations. I don't know why. Y'all know why? I don't know why. Anyway, we don't get too much support from many of the organizations here. So we come here on our own independently to do our own research, our own reports, and our people know the land like the back of their hand. And we know how it connects to us, okay? Let's see what we got here. Hey, Rosie, what's going on? Oh, my goodness, I used to be so in love with Rosie. Hey, love you, Rosie. That's my baby. Let's see. Iman, so true. This is why you are truly blessed. And Toda, Iman, Toda, I'm telling Toda, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. This is my first time in the land, and I ain't gonna front like I ain't humbled about it, you know. And but I'm not over exaggerate. You know how people do. Oh, I'm home and da 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 da. Nah, it's good to just be real and, you know, let it flow in your own soul and your own mind. What it means for another person ain't the same thing it means to me, you know. And I'm real enough to accept what the Creator has allowed this trip to the Holy Land to fulfill in my life. That's for me. That's for my fulfillment, you know. You gotta come so you can get your fulfillment. You know, come home. You know, and even if you don't want to come and live, come and visit. And we're still looking again. We really don't see anything there. Nah, it's airplane light, tower light, no new moon. We can't say we witnessed it, and we're not going to lie on the Most High, like a lot of people do. A lot of people, if you're creating a calendar, and you're saying, hey, this is when the new moon is, and that's not when the Most High say it is, you're lying on Yah. You are. I mean, there's no other way to put it. You know, you can't promote a new year without the actual evidence that is here. You know, it's just like if somebody owe you money and they say, hey, I sent you the 1,000 I owe you. Sometimes you don't want to hear that. You want to see evidence and proof that that money is in my account, you know. You know, and so same thing with the new moon. We need to see that slither of light. Genesis 1:14, the Most High said that the lights shall be for a more day. More day means your appointed times. What is a new moon? A new moon is an appointed time. So the Creator said your lights. So that first slither of light on that moon, that first slither of light, that's your sign. Let me tell you, when a baby is in your stomach, right? 9 months in your stomach. When he comes out, do you say the baby is 9 months old? You don't count that baby's birth until that baby comes to the what? To the light. That's when the baby is a day old, right? So right now the moon is what we call a molad, a dark moon. Molad meaning like birth. So it's being birthed, you know. And a dark phase is 1 to 3 days sometimes in a molad or the conjunction. And then it comes forth in the light. When it comes forth in the light, that first little light, that's your new moon. That's your light sign. That's that Genesis 1:14 where it says that the light shall be for your day, your signs and your seasons, your days and your years. Your appointed times is what the lights are supposed to do. Not no dark moon. Not no full moon. And that's another thing. A lot of brothers are keeping the full moon as a new moon. That is, oh my goodness, come on, man. You done bumped your head. Seriously. You know, how a full moon, a new moon? What's new about a full moon? What's new? The light has been there 14 days. That's not new. You see? And so we'll talk about that some other time, but we're pretty clear. What do you say, Cohen? You ain't see anything?
No, this time it's too cloudy and it should be already set. So
Okay.
I'm just waiting for reports to come from other folks.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So we both on one page. Okay. So we both on one page. That's the Cohen Haggadah, you know, doing it. Okay. Anyway, we just still waiting on other people to probably give a report since we are unable to give one. Once again, we can't make up something that we didn't see. We can't be false witnesses. And we just waiting on Yah to continue to give us his signs. Shalom, shalom, shalom. We just waiting on the Most High to give us his signs, to get some of the family. See? All right, there you go. Neighbors, okay. All right, so we just waiting on the Most High to give us the sign of the new year so that we can declare it. But until then, we're just probably waiting to see if anybody else reported and had proof of the new moon, and then we'll go from there. So again, welcome home, and hope that something I said has been educational, beneficial for your life. And any questions, please feel free to ask them. Let's see what we got here. You have always been a humble person. You do much for you. Oh, Toda Ima, I appreciate that. I'm serious. I really do. And if I haven't been humble enough, I think people need to reevaluate and hang around me a little bit more, because the Most High has done an excellent job with humbling me. Please, believe me when I tell you, Hey, if I could prostrate right down to this ground, I would, Yah is great. He's excellent, and I love my people. And I love myself. Love yourself. I tell you, love yourself first. So, look, I don't even want to leave y'all. Cohen went in, so I don't even want to leave y'all here. Let's see. I'm Ron. Shalom. Shalom, Zaken. Gang. Baltimore Brown. Shalom. All right. Who else we have here? Shet Yisrael. Hey, shalom, Shelly Shell, I see you. All right, who else we got here? Just want to make sure I see my brother there. All right, Rabbi Raymond. I see you, Rabbi Grimmich. I see you. All right, I see you. Representing my Knesset I grew up with, Beit El. I love y'all. Love y'all. I love y'all. Y'all have no idea how much I love y'all, Temple Bethel. Congregation Temple Bethel. I was born there. Mother Deli, may she rest in completeness. Spiritual leader now, Rabbi Bowen. Much love and respect for you, as well as your husband and the family there. Shalom to my Ima as well, and all the family in Philadelphia. Love y'all. Love y'all dearly. Shalom to my brother Jude. Love you, bro. Love all my family, y'all. All right, ready to go now, and I love y'all, and we'll try to report back once we have some information to give you, okay? That's it. Be blessed. In Hebrew, we say, Lakim Yah means go with Yah. Looking forward to Passover this year in Texas. Shalom to the remnant. Shalom to the humble Hebrews. And shalom to my family. I miss y'all. I'm telling you, I miss my family, even though I love being in the land. You do, honestly, you miss your family, sometimes. You want them to experience this. You want them to behold the beauty of the Holy Land, And so, may the Most High continue to be with us all and keep us all. Shalom. And may the Most High continue to be with us all and keep us all. Let's see what we got here just before I get offline. Just want to make sure I got all your comments. Shalom, Zaken, Aram, Kane. All right, Cohen, Amaniel, shalom to you. Yes. All right, Shannon, Aki, can't wait. All right, yeah, man, woo. All right, y'all ain't getting no tear out of me right now. I'll see y'all later. Y'all ain't getting no tear out of me. Not right now. I done cried enough here in the Holy Land, just this experience. And just thank y'all, because honestly, my life, I was supposed to be dead last year, and and I thank y'all for sparing my life, and not just sparing my life, but he knew that, y'all knew that 9 months later, that I was gonna come home and have this experience, and I thank him for keeping me alive to see, the land and to witness this, and I thank the Calendar Coalition for sponsoring this, and I thank the Kingdom of Yah for the love and the support that they've given the Calendar Coalition, as well as myself and Cohen Zadok. So I'm going to say shalom before y'all honestly get a couple tears out of me. And just know that I love you all, and I love y'all. And let's go with Yah and let's stay blessed. Hallelujah. Shalom, shalom, family.